Wow, wow, wow. Alright guys, so I'm out here with the Hummer again. Kind of the never-ending solution to the problem. So here's where I'm at. I am still thinking it's something on the top end of the engine. The noise is coming from the top end of the engine. It's either a stuck valve, I don't know what it is. And so I had a comment come in for one of the viewers, and I'm going to try this experiment on it and bring you guys along for the ride. So CPLA Bonza, couple of Bonza, I don't know what that means. My H3 had a similar knock sound, also with camshaft sensor errors. Run a quart of synthetic ATF for a few hundred miles, change the oil, and add a quart of Marvel Mystery Oil, and the problem went away. For my situation, it seemed like stuck lifters from gum to gunked up old oil. It also solved my cam sensor issue due to the gummed oil on the sensor. So, guys, that's kind of what this channel's about, is just helping each other out and me giving feedback to you guys and you guys giving feedback to me. So I'm going to try it. And here's kind of my thesis. Worst case scenario, I really do have a bad rod. And I think it would be kind of fun to see how long can a vehicle run on a bad rod bearing. When will it officially just completely die? That's really kind of where I was going to go with this video. Was I was going to take you guys along with me. I was going to start daily driving this Hummer, and you know, if I was going to change out the engine anyways, let's just see how long it takes for an engine to completely seize or blow up or throw a rod, whatever, on a daily driver if you've got a bad bearing. I thought that would be kind of interesting. I've gone out on YouTube and searched for things, and I see a lot of people, you know, putting the accelerator down with a brick or something and just blowing their engine on purpose. Putting weird substances inside and seeing if the engine will run on just those things. But before we do that, there's a chance, and I pray that that will come through, that maybe it is just a stuck lifter, stuck valve, something's going on. I'm not sure exactly, you know, but I hear clicking on the top side of this engine. And the weird thing about it is it comes and goes. At certain times it's worse. At certain times you can't even hear anything at all. Now you do hear, I take that back, you do hear a little bit of ticking of a lifter, or what I call lifter sound. So maybe it is this viewer's suggestion. I can get this unstuck by putting a quart of synthetic, this is semi-synthetic, but automatic transmission fluid. I just had this in the shop, so it's Lucas brand. And then of course, everybody knows what this is. I'm going to do a close-up on this baby. Marvel Mystery Oil is a awesome invention. I put it in everything I run. I put it in diesels, I put it in gas, I put it in lawnmowers, weed eaters, you name it, I put this stuff in it. And I have no proof that it works, but it keeps things running really well. And if you go out on YouTube, there's some pretty good videos on, you know, how this reacts. You know, they'll actually crack an engine and see the deposits and things like that are gone after they've used this in the gas and the oil. So we're going to give it a shot. All right, so I moved over here in the shade a little bit. Unfortunately, if you guys can hear that in the background, the locusts are out, and they're out with a vengeance tonight. So I moved the car over into the shade and allowed me to kind of get the engine warmed up a little bit, spin the oil around, and I'm going to check the oil level real quick, and let's just see what it looks like as far as the engine oil. Really, it looks fairly clean. It looks like it's been changed fairly recently, so I don't want to overfill the crankcase when I put this. Yeah, it's a tad bit low. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't actually have a full 32 ounces here, so I'm going to go ahead and put in what I got into the crankcase, see what happens. Again, worst case scenario, I blow the engine up. I'm already kind of got in my mind that I'm gonna have to replace it anyways. I sure hope I don't have to though, man. I hope this comes through. All right, so I've got the ATF oil in the crankcase. So his suggestion was to run this for a few hundred miles. So again, as I said earlier, I was already prepared to kind of do this whole experiment on what would happen if I ran the vehicle with the bad rod bearing, and how long would it take to blow up. So I'm pretty much just going to replicate that exact same experiment. Who knows, maybe it will blow up, maybe it won't, but I am going to daily drive this. I've got the starting mileage. Let's get that. It is 126,089 miles. So we're going to see how long or how far we can get this thing to last without blowing up, and hopefully this trick solves the problem. All right, so I just started up the Hummer and getting ready to go on an inaugural trip here. Guys, I have not driven this thing. I've been obviously trying to take it really easy on the overall activity of this vehicle. You know, I'll turn it on to move it around the yard, that kind of stuff, but nothing long. I've yet to drive this on a road. I mean, a legal road. I've driven it on my land. So we're gonna try it right now. I've got my cell phone, check, in case I break down. Got my insurance, got my wallet. Thankfully it's a weekend, so everybody's home. So if I need a tow, I can call and get some help. On the trip home the other day from the mechanic, my rear view mirror fell off because I trailered it over there. But let's go see what happens, and you're going along with me for the ride. I'm only at the end of my driveway and the knocking's already gone away. These tires that are on this thing are absolutely ridiculous. I think the dealer knew he was Coparting it out, sending it to the junkyard. All right, good shift. And I think he took some real crappy tires off of another vehicle he had and put it on this one, and probably took the good tires off because they are so rough. I mean, it's like riding on a washboard road. It's shifting good, guys. I hear a knock. I hear a little bit of a knock now. Now it just went away. Transmission shift's great. I definitely hear a knock. I've never driven a Hummer before, so I don't know really what to expect. You know, how much power they have. I've never driven a Hummer H3 before, so first time. Seems to be doing okay. Power seems a little wanting, but I've heard that in some of the forums that I've been on, that the power of this little inline 5 is not great. But again, this is for my daughter, so I'm completely okay with that. She won't be speeding around town. Guys, it's running great. I mean, tires are terrible. I'm gonna venture a little further away from my house now. I'm about a mile from my house, and I'm gonna go get some gas because this it's almost on empty. Hopefully I make it to the gas station. It's not dying anymore, which is interesting, because so changing out the cam and crankshaft sensors must have worked. I can't tell what's going on when I'm coming to a standstill though, because the freaking car's shaking so much because of these tires. I don't know if the engine's, you know, trying to stall on me or what. That didn't sound good, whatever that was. It was kind of very loud banging. Okay, I'm going 45 miles an hour. No problems. We'll see if we can make it to the gas station. Here we go. Okay guys, I got about 2 miles away from my house. Came to a stop. The car was wanting to die a lot, and I've got almost zero power. I mean, I'm having to put the accelerator halfway down. Just to, you can tell I'm going 35 miles an hour. And I'm, you know, it's not all the way down, but it's down a lot. So don't know what's going on. The knocking got a little louder. I'm gonna keep going though, because that's what this is about, is experimentation. See where this journey takes us. Hey guys, I'm going about 35 miles an hour right now, and you can tell people are passing me. I've got my hazards on, and a statement came up on the readout there that says oil. I've got almost zero power. Knocking is really, really bad. I'm going about 35 miles an hour. It's the best I can do. I'm going to try to give it a little bit more gas here and see what happens. It just spins. You can hear that. That didn't sound good. That didn't last too long. now I've got a bunch of hills that I'm trying to navigate. Oh, it's not one. It does not like that hill. Beautiful day though. Okay, maybe I can make it home. I'm about half a mile. It's hanging in there. Oh crap! Come on, come on. It does not sound good. I thought I was dead. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it. Oh my gosh. I can see my house. Come on, baby. Crap. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys, up this next hill. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull a kind of a run-through stop sign here. I'm not gonna get those on camera so they can't arrest me. Okay, I came around the corner and the Hummer died on me, so I got it off the road the best I could. I didn't do such of a dangerous run through the stop sign, by the way. So I don't want you to think I'm endangering anybody here. I'm at my house. Let's see if I can get it up the driveway. Oh, thank you, Lord. At least I'm on my own property now. Okay, I got home. Check engine lights on. Oil dummy lights on. You're seeing this for the first time, just like me. I do smell oil. I see fresh oil right there. It's on my power steering fluid container, so I don't know why I see fresh oil. It's almost like it's power steering fluid, but it can't be. It's got to be something. I smell a bunch of oil. I don't see any major damage yet. I don't see any major holes or anything like that. Okay, I got some oil right back there on my intake. I don't understand how it got oil up here. There's oil, as you can tell by that that steering wheel little symbol. It's got oil on it, and there looks like oil all over. I don't know if that's power steering fluid. I just don't know what's going on there, so I'm gonna have to dig into it. Engine is hot. Let's see, is it dripping anything? Yeah, I'm dripping that oil right there. So that looks like engine oil coming from right where that power steering container or reservoir is, but I don't understand where it's coming from. There's a lot of oil though. I mean, there's oil all down in this area, right down there, and then again, the only other area that I can actually visibly see oil is right in here, the rear of that valve cover. But I think I just blew the engine. When I say blew the engine, it just doesn't want to go anymore. Giving its last goodbye with the hazard light. Good thing. Made it back to the house. That's pretty cool. So I went to do the experiment on the whole let's see how far we can drive it business. How far did we get? 126,096, and it says engine is hot now. Let's see what happens when I try to start it. I'm going to turn the hazards off here. AC is off. Okay, let's just turn that off. Well, that didn't sound very good. It doesn't want to start. It says engine hot. Here, I think this thing's got a blown head gasket. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going on. I've got a blown head gasket or something. Engine got overheated. I don't know. I got to figure this out, but either way, it's a bad engine. So, what's the plan?
Well, the plan right now is, and it has been for a long time before I got this reader's comment or the viewer's comment about putting the ATF in it and the Marvel Mystery and all that stuff. Before that, I was going to get a new engine anyways. Based on what the mechanic said the other day, I was already searching for an engine, and so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going back to Copart. I'm looking for Hummers right now. Obviously, probably 2006, 2007, something with a 3.5 liter in it. GMC Colorado, or Chevy Colorado, GMC Canyon, I think. They also have the 3.5 in them. So I'm going to be trying to bid on one of those vehicles that the engine starts and runs. Fairly low mileage. Remember, that Hummer's got 128,000 miles on it. So if I can get anything in the 90 range, I think I'd be very happy with that. And I'm going to try to pick up a Copart replacement entire car. It'd be cool if I could get a Hummer same year and use parts off of it. You know, maybe it's got good tires on it, good wheels. You know, I can pull the transfer case, I can pull the transmission, I can pull parts off of it in case something happens to this one later on. And if I could get it for a couple of $100, you know, I'm going to try to go for it. You know, they've been hitting in the rear or something like that, or hitting the side, and to where I can still get a good amount of usable parts. Obviously, the most important being the engine. And so I think I'm going to try it, guys. I'm going to buy me a full car, pull the engine out, swap it. Just hopefully it's a pretty easy swap over. Wiring harness should be the same, especially if I get a same year. And we're just going to try to see how this works. I will tell you, full disclosure, I've never done an engine swap before. And so, you know, this is going to be a new experiment for me, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to learn some new stuff, do some things that I've never done before. That's what this channel is about, is helping you guys out there in the field figure, you know, hopefully diagnose things, show you some cool stuff, cool projects that I work on, cool trips, but also personally, this was put together to develop me as a person and as a mechanic. I want to push me. I want to push me to that next level on my ability to do things. And so I've got into paint and body. I've got into a lot deeper mechanical stuff than I ever have before because of this channel. And so it's doing exactly what I want it to do, is push me and make me continue to learn and become better at the car hobby and restoration process. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I thought it was going to be longer than this. I thought I'd going to have this really cool little time-lapse thing where I'd be able to show you day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, you know, that it's still running and blah, 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 and, you know, hopefully the lifter came unstuck or the valve or whatever it was, and it would be all done. Well, no bueno on that. Video is going to be really short. It lasted a total of, I don't know, about 15 minutes. We went about 6 or 7 miles, and now I get to put a new engine in it. So stay tuned. God bless, guys. Take care.